Hi YouTube land. So I am here in front of my DVD collection. So I'm going to share with you a DVD that I got in the mail this week. My collection is by no means complete. I have a long list of things that I still want to get and continue to collect. Just like any collection, it sort of takes on a life of its own after a period of time. My initial goal was to get in physical form all of the classic series and all of the new series on DVD, so that at any time if I wanted to just kind of binge watch through, I wouldn't have to resort to a subscription service of any kind to do that. I could just use my DVDs and watch from the first Doctor all the way through whatever the current Doctor would be. And so when I first started doing that, I started out just kind of here and there. Whenever I had a little extra money, I would get on eBay or on Amazon and I would buy used DVDs. And that's why I have this other video where I talk about this. That's why my collection looks a little bit hodgepodge, put together, because I have different regions, I have different styles. I have some DVDs, some Blu-ray, some of them are in bad shape, some of them are brand new, almost still in package. I've opened all of them, but so my collection doesn't look nice, but I can watch it, and that was my original goal. Now that I have all of that, my next goal had been to just sort of explore some of the extended universe, and then also to just find any kind of special edition DVDs that might have extras that are interesting to me that I haven't seen before, stuff like that, and just sort of supplement along the way. Now, I don't have a great deal of extra money every month. I'm still paying off my student loans and all of that, but I have a little bit of fun money to play with. And so I do tend to buy, every month I buy something, one thing or two things to kind of supplement the collection. So recently what I've been doing is working on this sort of baddies series. So I'm just going to walk really quick over here and grab two of them that I already own. And I showed these in a previous video, but basically these are just kind of baddies specials. So there's this one here, I think was the first one I got, and it's Doctor Who Cybermen. And this comes from what's called the Monsters collection. So I know in the UK and some of the other regions up here, it says the Monsters collection across the top. Of course, this is the United States version from the US Amazon. I keep saying US, what I really mean is region 1. Not trying to be US centric there, but that's just where I live and that's the first thing that comes to my mind. But anyway, on the Cybermen disc, you get basically a sampling of stories that are just the Cybermen. So you have the Army of Ghosts, Doomsday, Closing Time, Nightmare in Silver, Darkwater, Death in Heaven. Now, if you're a fan of Doctor Who, you know that those are all brand new series, like the New Testament of Doctor Who, and none of the classic stories or the Old Testament of Doctor Who is how I kind of like to put it. But in the bonus features, you do get Earthshock, which is a classic Cyberman story, and then you get this bonus feature called Cybermen Origins, which is a new documentary chronicling the history of these dreaded monsters. So that's, let's see. Oh, hello. Can I get it? Nope. The sun's, nope, not going to be able to do it. Okay, so there you go. Nope. It won't sharpen the image. That's okay. So anyway, there's the Cybermen one. I had that one for a while, and then I got this one, which is the Daleks. I think I got this one on Amazon. And it's sort of a similar thing. It's got Dalek, The Stolen Earth, Journey's End, Asylum of the Daleks, and Into the Dalek. And then for bonus features, it's got Genesis of the Daleks, and then the Dalek Origins, which is another like documentary type. Now, for the longest time, I really thought that these two were the only two in this series because they were the only two that showed up when I did my Amazon search, and I never saw any of the other ones. And then for whatever reason, I was on eBay last week, and sometimes it makes little suggestions for you, and it suggested this guy, which is the Weeping Angels. And I was like, hold on, I know they made other ones. And so I ordered this one because it was fairly cheap. I think it was $4 or $5, but I started to look and investigate, and actually in the Monsters collection, there are actually like 6 or 7 different versions of this. So I'm going to be collecting these for a little while just to kind of round out my collection. Now, obviously, these stories, I already have the stories on DVD, so it's almost like I'm buying a duplicate of what I already have, which is why I'm not in a big hurry to get them. But what I don't have is the little documentary, and it is kind of nice to have them all together in a little package. The other thing that I like about these is that they are really good for lending out. So if you have a friend who's interested in borrowing some Doctor Who, lend them one of these, and then you're not potentially going to lose out if you don't get it back, you know, on something a little more important, which is your series line. For the Weeping Angels one, which I just got in the mail this week, it has 2 discs. I don't know if it had originally a brochure in here or not, because this one was used when I bought it. It's got Blink, Time of Angels, Flesh and Stone, and The Angels Take Manhattan. And so those are new series Weeping Angel stories. Now, if you're a fan, you know that the Weeping Angels are purely a new series monster. And they don't have Weeping Angels in the classic series. So I was wondering what they were going to put for the classic. And what they did was they just basically created a bonus feature. Instead of putting a classic story, they put in extra new stories that were just a different monster. So they have the Impossible Astronaut and Day of the Moon. So guess what monster that was supposed to represent? It's the Silence. So anyway, I just thought that was a little cheesy. I like having the classic stories on there too. I don't know. I feel like they could have put something that was similar, you know, to a Weeping Angel from classic, or maybe done, you know, there are some stories that have gargoyles in them. Oh, what's the one from the 3rd Doctor era called? I'm looking at it because I'm visual and I need to see it. It was a master story, the Daemons or the Demons or whatever. That one had like a gargoyle that came to life in it. I don't know. They could have done something classic with this. Oh well. And then you get, of course, the documentary version in here. So I haven't watched this yet, but I'll report back when I do. Meanwhile, it's going to go on my shelf. I was going to see if I can, is there a way to turn my camera around? Nope, there's still still learning my technology. Okay, well anyway, that is all I have to report about that. So we'll see you guys later.